Well, now to Los Angeles, where the defense today went on the attack. The attorney for former BART police officer Johannes Mehserle used this first day of defense testimony to tell the jury about Oscar Grant's past encounters with law enforcement. And the first to testify today was a San Leandro police officer. KTV's Rita Williams was in the courtroom, and she follows us, or she actually has today's courtroom developments. Rita?
Heather, it's been quite a day here, ending with a friend of Oscar Grant saying he saw the former BART police officer, now on trial for murder, stand up, say "F this," and then shoot Grant in the back. Former BART police officer, now murder defendant Johannes Mehserle arrived for court in Los Angeles for the first day of the defense's presentation of evidence. As defense attorney Mike Raines told me earlier,
certainly this defense will be tenacious and will be spirited in every sense of the word.
But first, Judge Robert Perry told the 7 women, 5 men on the jury, quote, "One of the issues in this trial is whether Oscar Grant resisted BART officers' commands, and if so, the nature and quality of his resistance." Then the first defense witness, San Leandro police officer Alex Heides, testified he stopped a car in 2006 because the driver didn't dim his high beams passing him, quote, "blinding me for a few seconds." As outlined in this police report, Heides said he saw Oscar Grant in the back seat of the car with, quote, "contraband sticking out of his pocket," that Grant jumped out of the car and started running. He said he and a backup officer started chasing Grant, and the other officer fired his taser in Grant's back. Quote, "He began to stumble, flail his arms, and go to the ground. As he fell, Mr. Grant had thrown the item of contraband into the air. Mr. Grant fell head first into a parked vehicle." Heides said Grant wouldn't show his hands underneath him, so he kicked Grant 2 or 3 times, and he complied. Jurors did not hear what's in the police report, that the contraband Heides said he found was a loaded pistol.
If you're being tased, as Oscar supposedly was at that moment in time, that was not because he was resisting, but because his body was contorting and twisting from the tase that took place.
Next, Dennis Zafaritos and his wife Agnes testified. They were passengers on the BART train early New Year's last year when at least 10 men started fighting. He identified a picture of this man, David Horowitz, as one fighter, and a picture of Grant's friend, Jackie Bryson, as another. His wife said, quote, "I was scared to death. It was like birds fighting over one piece of bread." Jackie Bryson was the next witness. He said a white man and Oscar Grant were the only 2 people fighting. Quote, "I'm positive I didn't throw no punch." Bryson said Officer Tony Peroni slammed Grant against the wall where Peroni had detained him and others, and that Bryson's younger brother Nigel, quote, "was scared. He was screaming, 'Call the real police, call the Oakland police.'"
It's hard. That's my son. All these young men, them is my sons. Those are my nephews. All of them. It's hard.
Now, Jackie Bryson admitted to changing his story in some of the 5 interviews he's given right before he left the stand. He blurted out to the defense attorney, quote, "Somebody just got shot in front of me for no good reason by somebody that is here to protect us. He's supposed to be the good one. I would never stand up and shoot somebody in their back. You want me to look stupid like I'm the bad one? Come on now." Reporting live in Los Angeles, Rita Williams, KTVU, Channel 2 News.